to the South Hockey Network, everybody. Live on YouTube and live from Seven Bridges Ice Arena. This is the Glenbrook South Titans against the Lake Forest Scouts. A couple of SHL rivals here in the quarterfinal of this preseason invitational tournament. Dylan Ward here on the call, just as I've been with you all weekend long. Gerard Boris behind the camera, supreme leader of all broadcasting for GBS Hockey. And Brad Cesario in charge of the scoreboard. In the top left corner of your screen, Titans and Scouts for the first time since last SHL season, where the Titans swept them. As a matter of fact, this upcoming season will be Lake Forest's third in the SHL, and since they joined for the 2022-2023 season, the Titans are 6-0 against the Scouts. Those are the only 6 games they've played against Lake Forest in the last 2 seasons, so they will look to continue and make it 7 in a row against the opposite team wearing blue and gold. Titans 3-0 in the tournament. They had a perfect round-robin pool play, and they will look to stay perfect. Now it's win or go home time, and there are 3 more wins that they have to get if they want to be preseason invitational champions. Titans have made it to at least the semifinal 3 consecutive seasons. They made it to the final in 2021 and 2022. They made it to the semifinal last year in 2023. All 3 times in the last 3 seasons, they were eliminated by New Trier Green, who ultimately went on to win the championship. They're looking to make it 4 in a row. They are up 4-0 on against Stevenson after they scored 3 goals in the first 90 seconds of that game in the semifinals. Titans meet at their bench, or pardon me, by their net, and then they will go over to the bench to talk things over with head coach Jim Philbin and his assistant today, Joe Lacalo. They're laughing about something on the bench. As a matter of fact, they can't hold it together. They're laughing so hard about something. So the Titans last season, an 8-3 win, 5-2 win, and 7-5 win over the Lake Forest Scouts in that order. Titans have outshot every opponent they've seen at this tournament so far. They led shots 27-23 in that 5-2 win over Maine, 27-25 in the 4-1 win over Brother Rice, and earlier this morning in the 3-2 win over York, they outshot them 35-23. His Titans team has depth, that's for sure. As a matter of fact, only 2 skaters on the roster have yet to record a point. Pardon me, 3. Ben Stevens, Ryan Mulvey, and Will Fagan. Everyone else has at least 1. Leading the way in points, Adam Sokol, although he doesn't have a goal yet. He does have 4 assists, and that's the most out of anyone. Blake Hoffer in second place with 3 points. It is going to be Thomas Preston in net for his 3rd appearance at this tournament after J.P. Rakana played the game this morning. Preston 2-0, 1.50 goals allowed average, and a 9.37 save percentage. He's only allowed 3 goals. Now right in front, a chance right off the bat. Cesario couldn't bury that one. Goaltender for the Lake Forest Scouts is Logan Marsh. This is his 2nd appearance at this preseason invitational tournament, but he's been pretty good so far. 35 save shutout versus Neuqua Valley in his only appearance so far. Just getting started here, Titans and Scouts. 26 seconds into the game. Quarterfinal action. Glenbrook South Lake Forest and Glenbrook North versus Plainfield on this side of the bracket. So if the Titans get a win here, they will go on to play the winner of Glenbrook North or Plainfield in the following round. Benji Pajurski ready for the face-off left circle. He won it. Stevens tried a shot. That one missed the net. And the rebound center, Pajerski spins, fires, and just getting enough of that one with the blocker was Marsh. Logan Marsh wearing the familiar number 34 in net for Lake Forest. Of course, that was the number of Teddy Huddleston, their longtime goaltender. I believe that was his number. Now Rancourt got it to Milliman. Looking to get around Weller. Milliman chases it down to the corner. Mulvey hits him into the corner. A centering play by Lake Forest didn't work out. Now Jonah Weiss gets it over to Stevens. Titans enter the zone onside. Milliman intercepts and slings it behind the goal line. By the way, this is the Wintrust South Hockey Network. Once again, big shout out to Glenview Bank and Trust for returning as our presenting sponsor, making these broadcasts possible. Titans lead shots 3-0 over the Scouts. 0-0 game. We're less than 2 minutes in. We've had quite a few whistles so far. Now Strothman goes to the far side. Here's a shot blockered away by Preston. Rebound to the near side. Interception by Dylan Lytell. He can't clear the zone. Walsh backhands it deep. It's going to be picked up by Luke Fagan. 2 assists for Luke Fagan so far through 3 games at the preseason Invitational. Glenbrook South's newest sophomore defenseman. Now this is Cole McPherson. Stretch pass out to the neutral zone. Dylan Lytell nearly grabbed it, but instead it's Kowalski who got it up to Catalano. Catalano down into the zone. McPherson plays it to the near side for Lytell. Fagan. Now to Lytell again. Couldn't get that one out to the neutral zone as it bounced off Boris's skate. This is Kowalski now. Finding Catalano at the blue line. End of a long shift for this forward group for Lake Forest, Catalano. But he'll stay out there on the ice for the time being. As now the puck is picked up by Will Fagan. Got it to Adam Sokol near side. Sokol rushing down the right wing. But Kowalski intercepts, and Surma intercepts that. Got it to Sokol, slid it over for Cesario, but that bounced over his stick. Scouts will clear. All the way down it goes for an icing. 13:15 to go in the first period. Here's that save by Preston, and then another look at this chance for the Titans. Back-to-back blocker saves by either goaltender to keep this game 0-0. Sokol won a face-off, and a one-timer by Surma goes wide of the net. Puck takes a funny bounce. Fagan able to slide that to the center. Vanderplug shoots. That one slings wide of the net. Asher Vanderplug scored the game winner earlier this morning over the York Dukes. Final 5 minutes, power play goal, shot from the point, deflected off a York stick for his 3rd ever Glenbrook South goal. Sokol goes to the far side, can't clear the zone. Now Vanderplug picks it up. Vanderplug, nice pass to Cesario. Here he comes over the line, drops it off Sokol. Adam Sokol behind the net, threw it to the blue paint. And nothing to show for that chance. .12:10 to go in the first period. 0-0 game. Jackson Drum, or pardon me, Nate Robbins. Jackson Drum used to wear the number 4 for this Varsity Lake Forest team. Got to get accustomed to all these new jersey numbers, especially of these SHL teams. The Titans will be seeing the Scouts quite a few more times this season, at least 3 more times in their 3 SHL regular season meetings. Stevens at the blue line. Strothman, now this puck picked up by Weiss. He backhand pass to Pajerski. Pajerski to Weller. Aiden Weller, nice subtle move there. He comes over the line, takes a shot. Pad, save, rebound, in. That's into the glove of Marsh. Good chance for the Titans. Good awareness to get a shot off that rebound. As you can see, when it all starts with that move by Weller to get around the defender. Good shot. Good pad stop. Boris ready for the face-off at the left circle. Titans take possession. Lytle back to Boris. Right corner, threw it to the blue paint. Nobody there to deflect it home. Now again, this one sent on net, and the save is made by Marsh. Now here comes Lake Forest the other direction. It's Catalano nearly with a breakaway after Kowalski looked to get that to him, but he could not. Now Lytle pokes it ahead and didn't know where the puck was, otherwise he would have had a breakaway. Swift down into the Titans' D-zone. Lake Forest pressuring. Francis, far side. Behind the net it goes for Weller, who plays it to the near boards. Ryan Mulvey, now below the goal line, goes to Jack Higgins. Higgins with a pass out to Lytle, who tips it ahead. Dylan Lytle chasing after it. Lytle, right side corner. Titans attacking zone. Scrum for the puck, 2-on-2 down in that near side corner. 2 white sweaters, 2 black. Finding it is Fagan, he takes a shot. Kick block made by the Scouts, and the puck out to the neutral zone. Six to 2, the shots on goal favoring Glenbrook South. This is Frank Surma. Nice pass to Sokol. Adam Sokol sent it back up high, and it goes outside the zone. Titans will have to reset here with 9:20 to go in period number 1. Jonathan Cesario down below the goal line. Far side half boards picked up by the Scouts. Robbins got it to Milliman, who sends it into the zone. Turned away by Preston. He's only had to make 2 stops so far. Thomas Preston, the freshman goalie. Adam Sokol got it back nearly from Surma, but he couldn't tap that one home with the backhand. We'll try and look at that one again on the replay. The next whistle. And Sokol gets taken down. That's going to be a penalty. And the ref was quick to it, cross-checking the call. And the Titans are going to the power play. You see Sokol draws it right behind the goal line, and you can't do that, especially not from behind. So going to the box is Luke Pasquizzi. And the Titans to the power play. All power plays for Glenbrook South are brought to you by RSM here on the South Hockey Network. The Titans finally scored a power play goal after 0 for 7 to start the tournament. It was that game-winning goal by Vanderplug. Earlier this morning, they are 1 for 8 on the power play. They're looking to make it 2 for 9. This is Pajerski, 15 seconds in, threw it to the blue paint. Takes a deflection up into the protective netting. Out of play it goes. Lake Forest, a perfect penalty kill through their first 3 games of this tournament. 13 out of 13, including 8 for 8 in a shutout victory over Neuqua Valley. Pajerski wins the face-off, tried a shot, fanned on it, and Lake Forest able to arc this out of the zone, or so they thought. It hits the ceiling here at Seven Bridges Ice Arena, and that should keep the faceoff in the attacking zone. It will indeed. Pajurski ready. Faceoff's taken by the Titans. Weiss sends it up to Vanderplug. He lets go of a shot. Save made. Rebound sitting there. Weiss tries a shot. Blocked by the Scouts. Now Walsh will send this out of the zone. Nice flurry there for the Titans. Still 80 seconds to work with on the power play. Pajurski skates through the neutral zone. Benji Pajurski over the line. Looks for Vanderplug. Instead, it'll be Stevens who gets it back up high to Asher. Now to Pajurski in the slot. Ryan Mulvey, one-timer from the left circle. Saved on the rebound. Weiss couldn't bury it. Nice pass work by the Titans. Let's have another look at that one. Nearly Ryan Mulvey's first goal of the season on a great pass from Pajurski. Still 57 seconds left in this power play. It's hard to believe there's only been a minute of power play time as Titans have had several good looks. But right off this draw, Lake Forest will clear. By the way, New Trier now up 5-0. So they'll be heading to the semifinals. Adam Sokol over the line. Down below the goal line. Sokol sends it up to Fagan. Across to his brother Will. Fagan shoots, save, rebound. They try to freeze it. Here's a shot by Cesario. That one didn't go. Here's another shot. That one just goes wide. Now Surma. Titans keep possession. Luke goes to his brother Will. Fagan to Fagan. Luke shoots. That one blocked, never found the net. They can't clear it out. Luke keeps it in the zone. 10 seconds to go on the power play. Surma with a shot. Gobbled up by Marsh. Goalie tried to freeze it there. He could not, and that Cesario backhander just maybe an inch more elevation. And that would have been the first goal of the game. Just 6 seconds left on the power play now. Face-off won by South. Up high to Weller. He'll take a shot. Glove save again. And the squeezy of the Scouts was getting ready to hop over the boards in the penalty box, but he'll have to wait one more second before he can do that. Drop of the puck. Now he's free. We're back to 5-on-5. Titans 0 for 1 on the power play here in this one. Zero-zero game between the Titans and Lake Forest. A preview of what's to come here in the SHL season, perhaps. There's some quite high-scoring games last year between these two teams. Again, 8-3, 5-2, and 7-5. All three of those Glenbrook South wins. As a matter of fact, that 7-5 game was tied for the highest scoring game in the SHL amongst all teams. I'm forgetting what it was tied with, but I know that number 13 is... Or pardon me, I should say 12 is the most. Here's a shot from the point by Mulvey. Looking for a deflection, didn't get it. Now thrown to the blue paint. Puck taken right back by the Lake Forest Scouts. They'll get it out to the neutral zone. 6-0 New Trier Green now over the Stevenson Patriots. Titans dominating this one, 14-2, the shots on goal. Thomas Preston has not been tested much. But what do you know, it's still a 0-0 game. Weiss to Stevens, looking to get that one over. Now Weiss sends it over, maybe looking for Pajurski, but he threw it on target. Benji. Now Jonah Weiss. Stevens, his pass gets intercepted by the Scouts' Catalano. They can't get outside the zone with it. Down to 4.5 to go in the first period. Still waiting for our first one here between the Titans and Scouts. Squeezy sends this one in. Pajerski out to Cesario in neutral ice. A diving attempt to block it. Does not allow Cesario to get the puck. Now Surma racing over the line. Centered it, looking for Cesario. That one off of his skate. So now here comes Lake Forest. This is Noah Kowalski over the line, left wing side. Vanderplug picks his pocket and gets it over to Surma, just out of his reach. Asher Vanderplug's shot. Right pad save made by Marsh. Not sure if it's just me, but it's kind of an eerie silence here in the barn for this one. They haven't been playing music all weekend long, but something about right now feels different than it has earlier this weekend and even earlier today. Exactly. Gerhard says everyone's holding their breath for the first goal. That's exactly right. As we still have not had one, now 14 minutes into the game. Titans had the lead going into the second period in all three so far at this tournament. They were trailing going into the third this morning against York 2-1 before they came back with a goal early in the third period to tie it and then late in the third period to win it. 3-2 the final in that one. Fagan gets this one off the board with one hand on his stick. Tried the same move in the attacking zone, couldn't do it again. Garrix goes to Robbins. Now Preston looking to clear it. Got it to Boris. Zach Boris played it off the boards, and there's going to be a penalty coming up here against the Scouts, it appears. And yeah, Boris getting tangled up with one of the Scouts. For a second, I thought the penalty was going against Zach Boris. But no, sir, it will go against Lake Forest, and heading to the box. 78, but we don't have a 78 on our roster. So the second power play opportunity for the Titans. This will carry over to the second if they don't score here, and all power plays by Glenbrook South brought to you by RSM. 0 for 1, Vanderplug one-timer from the high slot. Wouldn't go. Ryan Mulvey now has it. Near the blue line. Left it for Vanderplug as they trade places. Vanderplug shoots. Tipped by Stevens. Just wide of the net. Ben Stevens. Now to Pajerski. Pajerski on the right side. Sauces it up to Vanderplug. Now Pajerski gets it back. His shot gets blocked in close. Maybe a breakaway opportunity for Louis. Louis collides with Vanderplug, and Vanderplug falls to the ice. No penalty as a result of that play. Final minute here of period one. Jonah Weiss threw it to the slot, and now got it back. Weiss, top of the left circle, shoots. That one deflects high and is recovered by Benji Pajerski. But that puck taken away by the Scouts. They'll try and clear it. They cannot get it past Mulvey. He goes over to Weller, who takes a shot. Save, rebound, they score! The initial shot took a deflection. Eventually it went right to Ben Stevens. And it's his first point of the season, his first point As a member of the varsity team, Glenbrook South does get the goal before the first period expires, and it's 1-0. 5-hole shot by Ben Stevens. Off the rebound, in a good position to get that one by. All right, so 1-0. Titans finally crack the goaltender Marsh on their 17th shot on goal. Ryan Mulvey to Cesario, who taps it to Sokol. Puck taken by Kowalski. Lake Forest looking for maybe a chance here with 3 seconds left. They're not going to get it. And that's going to finish period number 1 here in the preseason invitational quarterfinal. Glenbrook South out shooting the Lake Forest Scouts 17-2. But only a 1-0 lead for the boys in blue and gold. Over on the Olympic rink, New Trier Green now leads Stevenson by a score of 8-0. With 6:49 to go in the second period. They're out shooting them 24-7. And yeah, they're going to be heading to the semifinals. So New Trier Green will be playing the winner of York versus Carmel Catholic. And the winner of this game will be playing the winner of Glenbrook North and Plainfield. Plainfield sneaking into the playoffs of this tournament, the only non-SHL team to do so. There were 7 teams from the SHL at this tournament of the 11 in the league, and all 7 qualified for the quarterfinals. The only teams that did not make the trip down here to Woodridge for this preseason invitational for whatever reason is Loyola Gold, St. Viator, St. Ignatius, and Fenwick. Dylan Ward here on the call with you. Gerard Boris on the camera. Brad Cesario keeping score. Titans averaging 1 shot on goal per minute in that first period. Teams will switch ends here. So Thomas Presson goes down to occupy the net to our right. He's only seen 2 shots, and they were both in the early going of the game. I don't think Lake Forest has had a shot on goal in the last probably 13 minutes. They had 2 shots on goal early on, and they haven't gotten one since. Gerard nods his head in agreement. And the scouts are probably thinking to themselves that they're right in this thing, because with a discrepancy like that in the shots on goal, this game could easily be, I don't know, 8-0 like New Trier. All right, here we go. Charlie Preston and Vanderplug on D. Surma, Sokol, Cesario from left to right in the forward group. Drop of the puck, and we are underway in the second period. Sokol through the neutral zone, gets it up to Cesario. Power play goal for the Titans. They are now 1 for 2 in the game. Their second power play goal of the season and of the day. Surma right and close, backhand try. That one stopped by Marsh, and he hangs on for a whistle. Feels like there's been a lot of plays like that so far at this preseason invitational for the Titans, where one of the guys just finds it sort of right in front, maybe whether it's on a rebound or just a pass right down to the blue paint area. And then they have all this time to work out a shot, and it gets stopped. And you just think it's going to go in right when the guy gets it down there. That puck takes a funny bounce off one of the foam protectors at the edge of the glass where the bench starts. His pass up to Cesario, just gets past him. And it's cleared out to the neutral zone. And all the way down, as a matter of fact, for an icing. 16:04 to go in the second. Ben Stevens with the goal for Glenbrook South. See some GBN players behind Thomas Preston's net. They're getting ready for their game against Plainfield, as we were just talking about earlier. That's also on this NHL rink. After that first game at the Olympic rink for GBS, the remainder of the tournament for the Titans will be played on this NHL rink. Not sure if you remember back on Thursday night for the opener against Maine, but just a much better camera angle from up here. Just a much better rink in general. A lot more seating as that puck bounces into the Titan bench. Shots on goal now, 19-2. Lake Forest almost with a full period worth of time elapsed without a shot on goal. Zach Boris's line out, ready for the draw. He wins it. It goes to Pasquizzi. Luke Pasquizzi out to the neutral zone. Boris picked the pocket of Kowalski. Now the puck goes down to the corner. Weller and Boris battling for it. Weller pokes it away. Lake Forest gets it back. Here's a shot from the left point. That one stopped by Thomas Preston. Now this is Mulvey. Ryan Mulvey. Lifts the stick of Kowalski, but Kowalski did steal the puck. That's offsides. An easy call by the official. Steve Serauer, the head coach of Lake Forest, doesn't like the call, but that was the right one. Let's see if I got that replay in time. Nope. Not a good camera angle anyway, but for those watching at home, I'm watching right here. I think that was pretty clear and obviously offsides, as I said in real time, an easy call by the official. Now Bunnell gets this one ahead, got it to Higgins, who got it right before he got over the blue line. Higgins centered it, looking for Weiss, or I should say Bunnell, but it didn't get to him. Right now, the Titans have 3 defensemen on the ice. Vanderplug, Mulvey, and Weller are all out there. Unconventional for sure. Vanderplug, you can see him lurking up there, sort of playing like a forward. Wonder if Jim Philbin's just having some fun, trying some new things out. Asher Vanderplug, listed as a defenseman, definitely has some offensive ability, especially in tight spaces. Vanderplug, backhand pass to Bunnell, and a good one. Bunnell over the line, over to Higgins. He shoots. That one hits the side of the net. Maybe a piece there for Walsh, or I should say Marsh, the goaltender for Lake Forest. Now back to the regular 3 forwards and 2 defensemen. Here's a shot by Ben Stevens coming into the zone, and the save is made. Another whistle. Titans with 20 shots on goal now. Ben Stevens, the lone goal scorer in this game, was looking to add another there. Maybe that was going high, hard to tell. But the Titans will have an attacking zone faceoff with 13:38 to go in the second. Drop of the puck, Stevens takes it, shoots it, and another save. Good awareness by Stevens. After that 50-50 puck was just sitting there, he was able to find it, pull it to his forehand, get a good shot on goal for the Titans' 21st shot. Now another faceoff win. Fagan shoots, big rebound, Weiss. That one also stopped. So the Titans keep pouring on the shots on goal. Now at 23. Nelson clears this one off the glass. He can't get it out of the zone. Weiss down in the near side corner. But this puck taken away by Nate Robbins. Robbins gets it out to Milliman. Milliman gets to the puck, takes a shot, and Lake Forest's first shot on goal in nearly 20 minutes of playing time was stopped by Preston. And you got to think Preston maybe was getting a little cold back there. You never want to give up a shot on goal, but maybe not such a bad thing. Here's another shot. That one also stopped by Preston. Now this one sent out. Ben Stevens chasing after it. He might get to it. Stevens, but it goes right on net and covered up by Marsh. Never give up on the play. Ben Stevens knew that there was a chance he can get to that. He did get just the tiniest piece of it. It wasn't going to be an icing anyway because it was going directly on net. Right circle face-off. Titans take it. Here's Sokol, he shoots it. And a blocker save made by the goaltender, and then that one bounces up and just misses, deflecting into the net. It's hard to explain that one. Well, let's take another look. You can see the goalie makes the stop and almost bounces in, sort of similar to the game-winning goal that York scored against Maine the other night. And Gerard, Brad, and I were watching. Still just 1-0. Ben Stevens on the power play, the lone goal. That could have been a checking from behind or a cross-check, but
let's go, guys.
Or illegal head contact too. No call. Here's Sokol, he shoots. Big, juicy rebound off the save. Surma couldn't corral that puck. 26 shots on goal for GBS now, and we get a whistle. What happened there? Penalty? Yes. Hooking against Surma. Sorry, folks, I did not catch a replay of that, and I didn't see it in real time, but Frank Surma goes to the box. And Lake Forest is going to the power play. So all penalty kills for the Titans on the South Hockey Network are brought to you by Hannah Vanderploeg Trial Attorneys. Vanderploeg, one of the 4 out there for Jim Philbin's side, along with Ryan Mulvey, Adam Sokol, and Jonathan Cesario. Lake Forest, 2 for 7 on the power play here at this tourney. Titans 9 out of 11 on the PK. Into the zone comes Eltian. His first bit of ice time, it appears. This is cleared out. Adam Sokol racing after it. He's not going to get there in time, but this puck deflects out to the neutral zone. Cesario nearly with a shorthanded bid. He'll backhand it in. Good penalty kill here by the Titans. Titans have had a pretty solid penalty kill really all weekend long. Lots of clears, a couple of shorthanded opportunities, no shorthanded goal. As Ryan Mulvey steals, lurking is Cesario. Instead, Ryan Mulvey will lead a 2-on-1. Got it over to Sokol, and he fanned on the shot. Got it on target anyway, and the pad stop was made by Marsh. Nothing's getting by this goaltender. Only that big rebound on the power play for the Titans. Now Vanderploeg shorthanded, and that save is made by Marsh again. His 27th stop on 28 Glenbrook South shots, with still plenty of hockey to play. Catalano. He has one of the 2 Lake Forest power play goals at this tournament. Now Garrix takes a shot. Catalano down the far side corner. Garrix. Left circle. Puck taken by Pajurski. 10 seconds to go on this PK. Titans looking for one more shorthanded bid. Weiss leaves it. Vanderploeg shoots. That one blocked in close. The puck bounces out to the neutral zone, and Frank Surma comes out of the box. And to the bench on comes Stevens to replace him. And we're back to 5-on-5. Penalty killed successfully by the Titans. Let's look at this 2-on-1 again. Yeah, Sokol deflects it on net. Counted as a shot on goal and a save for Marsh, but if he got all of that, pretty good chance it's 2-0 GBS right now, but it is not. Titans and Scouts, Glenbrook South Lake Forest. Couple of teams who wear blue and gold as their primary colors. Lake Forest, somewhat new to the SHL, only joined in the 2022-2023 season, so this upcoming campaign will be their third as members of the Scholastic Hockey League, Illinois' Premier League for high school hockey. GBS is one of the original members. Here is Boris. Over the line, Boris down the left wing side. Strothman able to take that away. They can't clear the zone. Here's Fagan. He shoots from the right point. That one intercepted by Liu. Now Walsh. Over the line, that looked offsides. Delayed call, and the puck given to Dylan Lytle, a near partial breakaway, but now it's Fagan. He shoots. Pardon me, that's Preston. And the save is made by Marsh. I'm sorry, folks, wrong one. Again, still learning this replay technology via the device that shall not be named. Stevens off the face-off, that goes into the glove. We'll do it again halfway through regulation. Titans on pace for 62 shots on goal in this game. Last season, their season high was 69 in the 8-0 win over St. Viator Varsity 2 in the state playoffs at Glenview Ice Center.
Go.
New Trier is now up 10-0, by the way. Out shooting Stevenson 28-11, so 10 goals on 28 shots. It's a pretty good batting average. Now here's Higgins. He'll dump this one in. Goes down below the goal line for Stevens. He'll go to Bennell with it. Titans desperate for their second goal of the game. Vanderploeg settles it down. Centers it. Picked up by Higgins. His shot takes a deflection and goes into the netting. Well, you talk about how high scoring this season series was last year. One more time, Titans won all three, 8-3, 5-2, and 7-5 in their 3 SHL meetings last year. But just 1-0 here in this one. Again, we talked about Logan Marsh. He had a 35-save shutout against Nequa Valley earlier this tournament. That was his only appearance. He's playing one heck of a game against Glenbrook South right now. Mulvey takes a shot. There's save number 31 for Marsh. Shots on goal on your screen, courtesy of Brad Cesario. Weller at the right point. And now this one taken by Mulvey. Up high at the right point. This shot deflects off the goaltender and wide. Fourth game in 3 days for this Titans team to open up the season, the preseason anyway. Sokol gets it in the slot. Gets it to his forehand, finds a lane, takes a shot, and that one wouldn't go. Now Cesario scores! Loose puck in the slot. Jonathan Cesario with his second goal today. First of this game, Titans lead 2-0. And finally, the Titans able to crack Logan Martian net with a 5-on-5 goal. Aiden Weller, his shot blocked by the skate, and then Cesario right there to put it in on the left side of the net. Weller's second point of the tournament with the assist. And Cesario's second goal. Third point as Cesario recorded an assist against Maine. Titans feeling probably a little bit more comfortable at this point now, up 2-0. Only 5 shots on goal for the Scouts. This one lifted along the glass and comes out of the rink. Boy, we've seen that a lot here at this preseason invitational. And some applause for the puck retriever. Do we know who that is, Gerard? Preston. There's our answer. Still need to get to know all the new parents here of the Varsity rookies, but meanwhile, this puck taken by Milliman, partial breakaway. Mulvey, good defensive play to get in there, but Kowalski finds it. Now Pajerski finds Stevens. Jonah Weiss wants it. Ben Stevens will lead the charge. That's offsides. Another close play, but I do think that was the right call. Let's slow it down. Yes. Pajerski in neutral ice, face-off taken by the Scouts. Now Pajerski. 5:30 to go in the second. Centering pass, Pajerski one-timer, got it on net. The save was made. Now Pajerski still with it, turns around, fires, slings that one wide. Rebound, that one sent wide as well. I don't know if you could say wide, as the shot was from below the goal line though. Giveaway to Robbins. Robbins over the line down the right wing side, Mulvey getting in his way. Under 5 to go before the ice cut. Pass out to Boris. Now Robbins over the line, leaves it for Walsh. Far side, they try to deflect it in off of Preston. No one knows where the puck was. It was sitting in the net, or on the net, I should say, but not beyond the goal line. Scouts with maybe their biggest sustained offensive zone time so far in the hockey game. Preston. Now Liu. Leaves it for Milliman. He'll take a shot, takes a deflection, and goes wide down to the far side corner. Pardon me, near side corner. Boris backhands it the other direction. Dylan Lytell able to backhand it out of the zone. Now here's Boris again. His pass intercepted by Strothman. Strothman shoots. Pad save made by Preston. Shot on goal number 6 for the Lake Forest Scouts. And an easy one for the freshman, Thomas Preston. Now Ryan Mulvey gets it to Zach Boris. Boris over the line on sides, lost the puck. He sends it to the near side. What's that, Gerard? Pass it to himself. That's pretty good. We got Pie on the clock, 3-1-4 in the second period. 2-0, Glenbrook South. They lead shots on goal, 35-6. Right circle attacking faceoff coming up. Evan Bonnell is ready. Everyone on the ice. New players on this varsity team for Jim Philbin. Swift will lift it into the zone. Now down to 3 minutes. Here's a centering pass and a backhander and a big save made by Preston. His biggest stop so far in this one. Hasn't been tested much, but able to stop that second look on the backhand. Another D-zone face-off here for the Titans. Circle to Preston's right. They win it. Here's Luke Fagan. Got it to Surma, looking for Cesario, but he'll miss his pass, and it'll be an icing instead. 2:44 to go in the second. 2-0 Glenbrook South. Win or go home here in the quarterfinal of the preseason invitational. Just got to win 3 in a row from here on out. As Sokol's hit hard into the corner boards. He gets up okay, that's good news. Surma over the line down the right wing side. Now a penalty coming up on that hit as Preston sprints to the bench. And it looks like they're going to get head contact as the official call. Catalano goes to the bench, or to the box, I should say. His first trip to the penalty box so far this weekend. And the Titans on their third power play. All power plays on the South Hockey Network, as always, are brought to you by RSM. 1 for 2 on the power play in this game, including Ben Stevens. Power play goal to break the ice. And now some confusion at the Lake Forest bench. It is going to be a 2 and a 10, it looks like. So they'll have to have someone serve the 2-minute minor portion of that penalty, while Catalano sits for 10. Scouts win the opening faceoff of the kill and clear it all the way down to Preston. This is Vanderploeg. Asher Vanderploeg goes to Cesario. Jonathan Cesario looking for Sokol. Instead it'll go to Vanderploeg once again. Asher Vanderploeg with a power play goal this morning. He's hungry for another. Sokol back to Asher. Now to Sokol. Down low to Frank Surma. Surma over to Mulvey. Ryan Mulvey, Frank Surma, one-timer, fan on the shot. And the Scouts able to clear it out to the neutral zone. 1:11 to go on the power play. 1:35 to go in the period. Adam Sokol below the goal line. Sokol looking for an option. Right circle now, leaves it Ryan Mulvey. Thought about it, instead he'll go to Sokol, high slot, fake the shot, goes to Mulvey instead. Wrister, he scores! Ryan Mulvey's first of the season comes on the power play. What a shot! And it's 3-0 Glenbrook South. Third year on the varsity team for Mulvey. Too bad, just missed the replay. Would have loved to see that in slow motion. But we've been talking about it here on the broadcast. Ryan Mulvey has been firing that wrist shot all weekend long. A big improvement from last season. Lots of speed, lots of power. Good accuracy as well, but all his shots were getting stopped by the goaltender. Not that one. So the Titans 2 out of 3 on the power play in this game. And it's 3-0. That's an icing. Stopping the clock with 1:04 to go in period number 2. What started as a low-scoring, tight game, with the Titans dominating shots on goal, just couldn't get anything by the goaltender, Marsh. They've scored twice here in the second period. Tenths of a second on the clock now. That means we're down to less than a minute in the period, 40 seconds to be exact. Titans leading 3-0. Ben Stevens, Jonathan Cesario, Ryan Mulvey in that order. Preston with 7 stops on the 7 he's seen. Again, not tested much, but when he has been, he's been up to the task. Vanderplug, maybe the Titans will add one more here before the break. Here's a shot from the right side. Held on to by Marsh, and 9.0 is more than enough time to make something happen. Your screen shows 7 seconds. The rink clock has 9. Zach Boris will take the all-important face-off. 50-50 puck sent on net, covered up again by the goaltender. And we'll do it again. 37 shots on goal now for the Titans. Boris ready to run it back. He wins it again. Lytell's shot goes into the netting. And there will be a third opportunity at this face-off for GBS. 2.4 seconds. They gotta hurry. It's gotta be an immediate shot. Puck falls, and it goes down to the far side corner. There's the buzzer, and that will finish period number 2. Glenbrook South leading 3-0 over the Lake Forest Scouts, and leading shots on goal 37-8. As the teams will make their way to the locker room to talk things over before the third and final period. Dylan Ward here on the call with you. Brad Cesario in charge of the scoreboard in the top left corner of your screen. Gerard Boris behind the camera. As always, we'll take a timeout here on our broadcast, mute our mics, but stay right here live on the South Hockey Network. Don't go anywhere. Titans looking to advance to the semifinals. They're in a good spot, leading 3-0. Welcome back to the South Hockey Network. Third period underway between the Titans and Scouts. Lake Forest takes the face-off to get back underway in this one. We can report the official final score, 11-0. New Trier defeated Stevenson tonight, and they have moved on to the semifinals. They'll play either York or Carmel Catholic. As for the Titans, they're in a good spot here. If they move on, they will play the winner of either Glenbrook North or Plainfield. This one up high, Vanderploeg shoots into the glove and held on to. Just getting started here in period number 3, a fresh 17 minutes on the clock. The goal count for the Titans finally caught up to the shot count. They had, what, about 31 shots on goal before their second goal. But they exploded with 2 goals late in that period. They outshot the Scouts 20-6 in the second period alone, after outshooting them 17-2 in the first period. We'll see if the Titans can get that elusive number 60 in shots. Stevens now to Pajurski. Pajurski sent it up high. A collision there behind the goal line. And Cole McPherson will pick it up for Glenbrook South. Stevens goes to Luke Fagan. Fagan through the neutral zone. Cuts back into his own D zone. Now Weiss. Jonah Weiss over the line down the left wing side. Takes a hit. And McPherson will pick it back up. Good deflection by Dylan Lytell that avoided an icing. And now Strothman. Not really sure how to describe exactly what my brain is thinking about. Just sort of a, I don't know, maybe a dead game. I just don't know how to describe it, but in part of just because there's not music playing and, you know, kind of a smaller crowd for sure, and it just feels a little bit less intense than you think quarterfinal of this tournament might be. Again, I just don't really know how to describe it. If you're here watching this game in person and you are watching this game right now on demand on replay, maybe tomorrow or something, maybe you know exactly what I'm talking about. But playing music is literally the simplest thing to do. And it just adds so much atmosphere. This game is lacking. Ryan Mulvey, who scored tonight, played it to Weller. And now Will Fagan, the only Glenbrook South Titan without a point yet, as Ryan Mulvey and Ben Stevens both got one tonight via goals. Now this is Robbins over the line down the left wing side, centered it. Good stick there by Weller, knocking that one down below the goal line. Here's a shot from the right side. That one goes up high and into the protective netting. 39 shots on goal for the Titans. 13:52 to go in the third. 3-0, Glenbrook South. Dylan Ward here on the call. Gerard Boris behind the camera. Brad Cesario keeping score in the top left corner of your screen. If the Titans hold on to this 3-0 lead, they'll play at 11:20 a.m. Central Standard Time tomorrow, Sunday the 8th. And then if they win that game, they'll play the championship at 5 p.m. tomorrow. Here's Stevens, he shoots into the glove and held on to. Titans coming into this game with significantly more rest than Lake Forest. That's something we talked about in the morning game. Titans played at 8:20 a.m. That game concluded at just around 10 a.m. Lake Forest played, I believe, at 1:40 p.m. today. So the Titans have had, I don't know, maybe about 9 hours of rest. Meanwhile, the Scouts have had about 4 coming into this game, so that's quite the difference. Glenbrook North watches on. They'll play next here at the NHL rink against Plainfield. Winner of that game plays the winner of this game in tomorrow's semifinal action. Face-off won by the Titans, up to McPherson. He shoots. Save made by Marsh. Now Strothman goes to the far side. Liu battling with McPherson. McPherson takes him down. No penalty called. Stick taps on the Titan bench after that one. Now here goes Bunnell. Over the line down the right wing side. Evan Bunnell spins, takes a hit, but Nelson got the worst of that. Now Strothman for the Scouts. Repossessed by McPherson. Now Fagan plays it off the far boards in neutral ice, but the puck's picked up by Lake Forest. And this puck sent all the way down the length of the ice. It will be an icing. Stopping the clock with 12:10. Shout out to you, Michaela. 41-8 the shots on goal. For nothing the shots on goal here in this period. Face-off won by Lake Forest. The initial shot got blocked. Now Mulvey. It does leak outside the zone. Jonathan Cesario, he's already got a goal tonight. He's looking to add some more damage. He'll play it to the right wing side for Sokol. Now Weller gets it back to Adam Sokol. Aiden Weller couldn't hang on to it at the blue line, so it rolls all the way down. Ryan Mulvey killing some time behind his own net. He'll go to Surma, who plays it to Sokol. Adam Sokol dumps this in. Marsh out of his net to sling it to the near side. Adam Sokol back up to Mulvey, left point. This one poked out of there by Robbins. It goes all the way down and will be an icing against the Scouts. Preseason Invitational, welcome back. High school hockey. 2024-2025. Titans will be participating in a handful of tournaments this season, including this one, the CCM Invite, early November. SHL Showcase, which is not really a tournament, but more just 4 games against teams from other states. At least it was 4 last year. We'll see if anything changes in the format of that. But they have that to look forward to. Of course, the Thanksgiving tournament, Jamestown tournament, and then the biggest tournament of them all, the SHL and A-High State playoffs, culminating in February and March. This pass for Pajerski, he gets taken down and draws a penalty. So the Titans will be heading to the power play for the 4th time today. 2 for 3 on the power play as Ben Stevens and Ryan Mulvey have both scored on the man advantage. You can see Pajerski right in front of the net. And yeah, they'll get him for hooking. That arm went in the air immediately. So all power plays, of course, brought to you by RSM here on the South Hockey Network. So Titans have an opportunity to try for their third power play goal of the game. 10:20 to go. Face-off one, Pajurski shot it, premature whistle. As the ref thought the goalie had it, he did not. 10:18 to go now. Only 8 seconds gone in the power play. Drop of the puck, won by Pajurski. Now this is Mulvey. Mulvey left point. He'll try a shot from up high. Lots of power on that wrister, but the save is made by Marsh. Mulvey gets it back. Will he try another shot? He's thinking. He'll go to Stevens. Mulvey and Stevens playing catch. Both of the goal tonight. Mulvey looking for another. That slap shot into the glove of Marsh. Jim Philbin will switch up the forwards on the power play, but leave his pair of junior defensemen out there, Ryan Mulvey and Asher Vanderplug. And the faceoff will actually be at the left circle in the attacking zone. Faceoff won cleanly by the Titans. Here's Vanderplug. He'll let go of a shot into the glove again. Boy, what is that, the 5th or 6th whistle of this power play? Only 40 seconds elapsed. A lot of whistles in this game in general. That's a good point, Gerard. 45 now the count for shots on goal for the Titans. Another clean face-off win. Plenty of time on this power play. Vanderplug shoots. Save made. This time he lets a rebound free, but they can't clear it out. Surma keeps it alive. Got it to Sokol. He'll shoot. That one whistles just wide of the net. Now Cesario behind the goal line. And they can't clear it out again. Vanderplug keeps it alive with his skate to Sokol. Over to Mulvey near side. Back up to Vanderplug left point. Sent it to Surma. He had a wide open net, but couldn't corral that one. Rebound, they score! Jonathan Cesario punches it home for his second of the evening. And the Titans, with their third power play goal of this hockey game, make it a 4-1 lead. 4-0 lead, excuse me. Surma to Cesario, lots of pressure on the power play for the Titans. Boy, you got to think they probably had about 5-6 shots on goal in that power play before converting. And now 9:10 to go in the game. Here's Charlie Preston. Takes a hit from Millman, another penalty. And another power play for the Titans. And that might be another 10-minute. Maybe head contact. Milliman goes to the box. Titans out shooting the Scouts in this third period, 10-0. And they're far from done. Titans 1 goal away from initiating a running clock. Of course, with the 5-goal difference, as many of you know in youth hockey. They've scored 3 power play goals tonight. They're 3 out of 4. Let's see if they can add on. Boris takes the face-off. Down low, a centering pass. And the Scouts can't clear it out. Mulvey keeps it alive. To Vanderplug, one-timer, that one over the crossbar. Good shot. Maybe didn't get all of it, but sort of had that dipping effect that you might see, kind of like a knuckleball. And you know what? Gerard, am I crazy? Or have I not seen Blake Hoffer all game? Well, that will explain that. Okay, I'm sorry, folks at home. It took me so long to actually realize that. Down in Nashville, okay. Maybe he's tuned in. If you are, Blake, shout out to you. I'm so focused on who is on the ice that I can't always realize who's off the ice. Now here's Stevens, up to Higgins. A minute to go on the Titan power play. And this one gets cleared. Preston behind the net, leaves it for Vanderplug. Interception, Kowalski, left circle, tried a shot. Getting in there with the stick is Mulvey. Now Ryan Mulvey through the neutral zone. Mulvey, right circle, here's a centering pass, and what a save made by Marsh. Titans close to getting their 5th right there. Nice play by Mulvey, sent it in front, off the skate, I believe, maybe the stick of Ben Stevens. Impressive stop, though. Pajurski ready for the draw. He tried a face-off shot. He'll actually get one off and hit the crossbar with it. His first try on the face-off shot whiffed, but then the second one didn't miss by much. Let's have another look. So you see, instead of trying to pull it back, Pajurski is just trying to shoot that as soon as the official drops the puck. And he gets it done on the second look. And Ben Stevens has just gotten a penalty. They put 7 minutes, 11 seconds on the board for the penalty. That's the same as the game time. No. That's just wrong. So. Yeah, just a roughing. 2-minute minor. So they'll wait for them to fix it up. There it is. And the drop of the puck. 4-on-4 hockey. Titan power play was cut short there. And we'll play 4-on-4 for a little while before Lake Forest will go to the power play. Shot on goal number 9 for the Scouts right there. And their first shot on goal this period. Drop of the puck. Won by the Titans this time. Weller goes to the far side. Francis keeps it in. Here's a shot from the right side. That one stopped. Rebound Weiss. Jonah Weiss. And now to Pajurski. Nice move to get around Catalano. Titans now shorthanded. All penalty kills sponsored by Anna Vanderplug Trial Attorneys. Tomorrow, right here at the same rink. It's going to be quite a big one. Off the rebound, Sokol's shot just sails high. And they pin it up against the boards. This sort of feels like a Glenbrook South power play instead of a Lake Forest power play. Swift for the Scouts. Now Marchini. Now to Catalano. Now down low, they score. A stuff play right by the net, and the Scouts able to get on the board for the first time tonight. Tough one to give up. Thomas Preston was sniffing a shutout, but he's not going to get one this time. He's going to get one at some point here, though. He's been quite impressive between the pipes for Jim Philbin's crew. And it's now a 3-goal game. Well, it's not over yet. Here's Walsh for the Scouts. Touched offsides, delayed call. They'll tag up. And a giveaway, Pajerski on a breakaway, 2-on-0, they score! He got it over to Surma, and he had a tap in, and the Titans have restored their 4-goal lead. Yeah, giveaway let Pajerski come in. It was really almost a 3-on-0. Pajerski, good unselfishness to get that over to Surma. And Frank Surma with his 3rd goal of the tournament. And it is a 5-1 lead for Glenbrook South. That's way offsides. Another whistle here in this one. They'll drop the puck in the neutral zone. So if you don't have plans tomorrow afternoon, or I guess technically the morning, consider making the 45-minute drive, because I would say Glenbrook North is a pretty heavy favorite in that next game after this one. So all signs point to a potential Glenbrook North versus Glenbrook South matchup tomorrow at 11:20 a.m. here at Seven Bridges Ice Arena. Any students watching this broadcast, come on out. This shot goes high of the net. All but official now. Glenbrook South leading by 4 with 4 to go. Louis, as that shot didn't miss by much, it just trickles wide of the net to the left. Catalano shoots, looking for a deflection maybe, but that shot missed the net. Giveaway, Zach Boris. To the near side, McPherson. Over to Vanderplug. Asher Vanderplug skating through the neutral zone. He'll come over the line. Vanderplug down the right wing side, goes behind the goal line. He'll throw it back below the goal line again, where it's grabbed by Zach Boris. Up to McPherson. McPherson shoots. That one blocked. Stays on sides as McPherson gets it down low again. Ben Stevens over to Lytell. Back to Stevens. Centered it for Boris and his skates. And Louis able to dump this one down for the Scouts. 3 to go now in period 3. Titans lead the game 5-1. Lead shots 51-12. A dominant effort by the Glenbrook South Titans, and all 3 games the Titans played leading up to this one have been close games in some regard. It's the 5-2 victory over Maine. The shots were only 27-23. That 4-1 game over Brother Rice. The game winner wasn't scored till less than 3 minutes to go. And in that York game, of course, they had to come back down 2-1 in the third period and won it 3-2. But the Titans on cruise control here on this Saturday night against the Scouts. Only up 1-0 after the first period. Titans then led 3-0 after the second. Now Garrick steals the puck. He shoots on a breakaway. Big save by Preston to keep that number on the scoreboard only at 1. That looked offsides. We'll play on. Here's a shot with a backhand, stopped by Preston again. He's now made 13 saves. The lone goal he allowed was sort of a fluky one. Can't necessarily chalk it up as his fault at all. So he's had another solid performance, even though he hasn't been tested much. He's come up big when he's needed to. Now down to 108. Here's Aiden Weller. Plays it off the boards, Lytle. Can't get it out, Catalano. Will try a shot from the left side, missed by a wide margin. Centering past blue paint, swiped out of there by the Titans. They'll rush ahead. Zach Boris chops it over to the far side. Now Boris gets it back below the goal line. He centered it. And right in front, here's a shot by Preston. And the save is made. Charlie Preston looking for his second goal of the weekend. 22.2. This will likely be the final face-off of the hockey game. Boris kicks it over McPherson. Here's a shot, takes a deflection, and just missed the net. And now here's Milliman, stretch pass on a breakaway. Waiting for the puck there was Louis, and the save made by Preston. His biggest test of the night, and he comes through to keep it a 5-1 game. The freshman goaltender for Glenbrook South, no problem. 9.5 now. Face-off taken by the Titans, McPherson. And they're gonna let the clock run out. Glenbrook South, for the 4th season in a row, are on their way to the semifinals of the preseason invitational. And out of 24 teams that began this weekend, only 4 survived to Sunday. And the Titans are one of them. They'll be playing either Glenbrook North or Plainfield at 11:20 a.m. tomorrow right here at Seven Bridges Ice Arena. And I will remind you once again, if you're not doing anything tomorrow, I know it's a long drive, I know it's the preseason, but that will be a fun one way or the other. So GBS 4-0 on the tournament and the season. And they'll look to make it 5-0 tomorrow afternoon and then 6-0 tomorrow evening. And if they can do that, they will be champions of this preseason invitational. But it's far from over. The Titans 5-1 winners here tonight. That's going to do it for our broadcast. One more time for our crew. Brad Cesario on scoreboard duty. Gerard Boris, supreme leader of all things broadcasting for the Glenbrook South Hockey Network. And my name's Dylan Ward, behind the mic here on Play-by-Play. We will see you tomorrow morning. One more time, 11:20 a.m. right here at Seven Bridges Ice Arena. Or if you can't make it, you know where to find us here on YouTube. Have a good night, everyone.